Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Why Jeunesse and Why Now. My name is JoJo Williams, and I'm one of your hosts this evening. I'm a Ruby director inside of Jeunesse and proud member of Team Takeover. First, I'd like to welcome you to this hangout. Somebody that cares about you, somebody that saw something in you, invited you to this hangout to learn about an amazing opportunity. And tonight, myself and four other leaders in Team Takeover, Sharon Jola, Mike Grady, and Jack Branch, we're going to introduce an opportunity to you that is going to blow your mind. I guarantee it. I can tell you a little bit about myself real quickly. I joined this company a year ago, almost to the day, and I'm amazed at what's happened, not only for myself and my business partner, but for our team. We were top leaders in a previous company, but we were watching our team struggle. And that was really hard to do, to watch our team struggle to make a sale. When we saw this opportunity, we were introduced by Cedric Harris to this amazing opportunity. Cedric, who is an amazing leader in this industry. And I knew I had to take a look at it because if Cedric recommends something, it's worth taking a look at. When I saw these products, when I saw this opportunity, I knew that this could be a game changer for our team, and we made the decision to make a leap. And what has happened in the past year in our lives has been amazing. You know, when I started out in this industry, I was in a wheelchair. I weighed 430 pounds and was living on disability in a travel trailer. And I never knew that my life could change in the way that it's changed from becoming a part of an industry that I really knew nothing about. So tonight I'm honored to be here with you and introduce you maybe for the first time of you being introduced to this industry, or maybe you've had plenty of opportunities to take a look at the industry, but you've never gotten serious about really looking at it. Maybe you've been in the industry, but you just haven't found your perfect home. Whatever reason you're here for, I guarantee you that by the time this hangout is over, you are going to be so excited about a once-in-a-life opportunity to get involved with the fastest growing company in the industry and be a part of the fastest growing team within this company. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my friend and business partner, Mr. Jack Branch. He is a sapphire within our team and in this company. He is an amazing man who has an amazing story, and I'm going to let him introduce himself very quickly, and then we're going to move on to the presentation. Jack?
Thank you very much. Can you hear me, JoJo?
I sure can.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on tonight with you all. As you can see, you can operate this business from anywhere. I'm actually sitting beside the side of the road as we speak in Louisiana. I'm a financial advisor, have been for 15 years, and, really got introduced to this a lot of times I say by accident, but I think by fate, and I'm thankful and honored to be on this call tonight. So, what I would ask you to do is eliminate all your distractions, your automatic income reducer, aka your television or, Google or Facebook or Periscope or whatever else, and just take a few minutes and really focus on what we're about to share with you. And I think if you really hear this story, you're going to resonate with it and see why it has become the fastest growing company in direct sales on the Inc. 500. So just honored, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the folks that started the company. JoJo, if you want to pull that up.
I'm ready. Let's get it started.
Let's get it. Let's rock and roll. So the company was started just 6 years ago, 9909 at 9 o'clock p.m. 9909, and it was started with 5 Asian leaders in California, and what they chose to do was the founders, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, come from very humble beginnings. Randy grew up very, very poor in West Tennessee. Actually grew up as a sharecropper's son, and I don't know if you know what that is, but basically, it's somebody that works for food, and so he grew up very humble beginnings, and he launched his business 9/9/09 at 9 p.m. with 5 leaders, and they went into Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, and these folks have had a background. Randy actually wrote a piece of software that for NASA and is still in use today. And so their background is actually over 20 years in this industry, in the direct selling industry. But Randy and her have sold 3 companies before they actually started Jeunesse, and tried to retire 3 times, and they just couldn't do it. They kept getting bored. And the main reason they launched Jeunesse and started Jeunesse, actually, Randy was having some stem cell therapy from Dr. Nathan Newman in Beverly Hills. And as they were out in Beverly Hills, his wife, Wendy, noticed that there was a bottle of the serum on the cosmetic surgeon's shelf, and was noticing the before and after pictures. And they were blown away by what went down. And so they basically they saw the before and after pictures, were blown away, and they asked, how many of these are you selling? And they said, well, very few. And Randy said, well, how would you like to sell tens of thousands? And the doctor said, how would I do that? And he said, well, give me the formula and I'll show you. And so that's what they did. They launched the company 9909, went to Asia instead of most network marketing companies saturating the United States and then going abroad. They opened up overseas and got that going, and doing legally and legitimate in over 100 countries across the world. And they have a son, Wendy, Scott Lewis, that is the Chief Visionary Officer. A Chief Visionary Officer. I never had heard of that term before, but he cast the vision for the company. And the company, this guy looks like a model out of GQ, but he's got such a soft heart, yet such a defining vision for the company. And, what you'll start to hear is this company is going to be the fastest to $1 billion this year. We're on track to be over brands like Amway, Melaleuca, Mary Kay, Avon, and I give a lot of credit to Scott Lewis. Grew up with his parents, over 20 years in the industry, and they've launched something very significant. So I'm just honored to be, partnered up with Randy and Wendy and Scott that are casting the vision for this company. And I tell you, I've been around a lot of different CEOs and different companies and studied companies being in the financial business, and had the privilege to hear these folks over and over and over, and I'm blown away. So, these folks are on the edge, leadership, and know how to run a company. So I'm just jacked up to be able to share that portion of it, and I'll pass the ball back over to you, JoJo.
Thank you so much, Jack. Jack, it's amazing working with you, and I think Jack was a little humble when he shared his story. Jack has over 30 years of being a respected business owner in his own community as a financial advisor. So for somebody like Jack Branch, who knows money, knows investment, to see an opportunity like this, not only get involved, come in all the way, but do all the magnificent things that he's done is absolutely phenomenal. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about the products now, and I'm going to go back over to the screen share because I want to show you the amazing products that you have an opportunity to not only use, because being a product of the product just rocks, but to also, hold on one second, there we go, share with people that you love and care about. What we have here is a youth enhancement system. Our system keeps you young in 6 vital ways: rejuvenating, diminishing, enhancing, defending, restoring, and balancing. These are Nobel Prize winning research products, especially the Finity, which lengthens telomeres. Now you might be saying, JoJo, what's a telomere? Honestly, I had no idea what a telomere was before I joined this company. And this beautiful product that I'm pointing at right here, Finity, is a product that I've been using every day for the past year. And it's an amazing product that I've been getting great results from. We have our Luminesce line, which is, adult stem cell research. One of the really exciting things about this product line is everything renders results. It's really powerful to be able to share products that people are going to notice results with right away. People notice a difference using the Luminous serum and the rest of the Luminous line within 7 to 30 days, a big difference. I've noticed over a 50% reduction in fine lines on my own face. I just have this youthful, glowing skin that I didn't have a year ago. That combined from working on the inside, because with the Luminous, it doesn't just sit on your skin, it actually penetrates your skin and works on a cellular level. Then you have our Reserve, which is an antioxidant. It really works on the inside to boost your immune system and do all kinds of great stuff, because resveratrol is a great product. If you did some research on that, or if you've ever heard of it, you understand how important that is for a healthy, strong, youthful immune system. Our AMPMs, another product that renders results right away. And you know, people really want results. If you take an AM in the morning, you feel that clarity, that boost of energy, and that it lasts throughout the entire day. PM, the very first night that I took them, I slept like a baby. It's really fantastic to take products that work, that I know they're working. I don't have to go to the doctors and get blood tests every 6 months to find out whether or not they're working. They are proving that they're working. But you might be here today because you were introduced to a different product. You might be here today because you were introduced to this little product right here. Instantly ageless. 2 minutes, 2-minute results. Put this product under your eyes, on baggy eyes, or on your 11s, or wrinkles, or anywhere. Fan it for less than 2 minutes and watch them magically disappear. The power of being able to share a product that renders instant results is fantastic, because let's face it, we live in an instant gratification society where people want instant results. People want something for their money. And for me personally, that was the game changer, knowing that my team could go out and share a product that actually renders results that quick. You know, could you imagine getting 12 of your closest friends around the table for a dinner party and doing a demo on one person at the table and removing the bags under their eyes right in front of everybody at the table? Every person at that table is going to want some of that product. I know personally, because I've had parties just like that. Now, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about another product, and this product is really exciting because we're actually embarking upon a project that's coming up. This is called the Zen Body Line, and I personally use this product every day. The people who invited you to this webinar, they know. A lot of people in TTO are using this product for weight loss and you know, physical fitness goals. First, we have a probiotic shake, and I really emphasize the probiotic because that really helps with the assimilation of the protein. This is the first protein shake that I've ever taken that just sits right in my stomach. Then we have our amino acid drink in 2 flavors, watermelon and fruit punch. Tastes like your mama's Kool-Aid, as Cedric would say. And these drinks I use right before my workout because they protect my muscles. Because this system is actually designed to help me burn fat while building muscle. So where you really see the difference in this is on the scale. For example, my first week on, I lost 4.5 pounds, but I lost 8.25 inches. So you can see how I'm losing inches more than pounds, which means I'm not hurting my muscle mass. And that's so, so important. We also have the Zen Shake Pills. I take these 3 times a day, 2 pills a half hour between 3 of my meals, and they help to curb my appetite. I don't feel the need to eat as much, and they get rid of my sugar cravings. So these fantastic products are part of a system that can help, excuse me, help you to lose weight, get in shape, and just overall feel better about yourself. Now I'm going to head on over back to the screen share. Hang on 1 second there. Zen Body, you really want to take a look at this product. We have a project that's launching in January called Project 8. And this is going to be an amazing opportunity for anyone who's watching this hangout who has any type of weight loss goals to get involved in competing for great prizes and so forth. So if you know anybody who's looking to lose weight or feel better, this is definitely the company for you to take a look at. If you know anybody who has a face, this is definitely the company for you. Now, I want you to know a little bit more about the opportunity itself, because for those of you who are interested in being more than a customer and knowing how you can make some money, I'm going to head over to my beautiful friend Sharon. Sharon Jola is a Ruby director in the company. She's going to actually share with you how you can get involved in this opportunity and how we make money here.
Hey, Jojo, can you hear me all right?
I can hear you great, honey. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Awesome. I love talking about the money portion of the compensation plan and the opportunity here with Jeunesse, because I got to tell you, more than anything else, that part of this business has completely changed my life, okay? So I'm gonna share a little bit about me, and I'm going to share a whole lot about what you can do with this opportunity, all right? So I started here in TTO, this team of incredible people inside of Jeunesse Global, less than a year ago, okay? When I started here, I was struggling financially big time. I had just finished up my degree at university, and I was working 4 jobs at one time, a couple of them at the university and a couple at a museum. I loved my position at the museum, and that's where I was going to be going into full-time work after graduating. But you know what happened? I found out how much my boss was making. She told me, and it freaked me out. I was shocked. I was scared, and really, it sent me into a depression. I was like, how am I going to be able to support myself and my family off that kind of an income? I can't. And so I started looking around. I had a little bit of experience. I was with another company for about 5 months and did really well then. But I left that company. I was out for about 6 months, and I decided, you know what? I need to find another company. I need to find another multi-level marketing company that I can get in and run my butt off and make some money for myself and my family. And that's what I did here with Jeunesse. Within 99 days, I was a 6-figure earner with the company and supporting myself, supporting my son, and really happy about my decision, because this is it. I mean, where else can you make that kind of money in a short period of time without a lot of experience? Let me qualify, though, what I just said. My results are not typical. Okay, everything I learned about this industry, though, I learned in TTO, and everything I learned is also going to be passed on to you. So it's up to you what you decide to do with the information you learned tonight and all the information we're going to provide for you during your training here at TTO. So let's get into the money. Let's get into the money and the compensation part of this business. Jojo, can you bring up the next slide? Thank you so much, hon. All right. Can we bring it back even above that? Thanks. Here we go. Here we go. Let's start with retail. One more up. There we go. All right. So the first part of the compensation plan I want to talk about is retail sales. That's number one. When you launch your business here with Jeunesse, you're opening your own store, essentially, okay? And the number one way people make money at a store is with retail sales. Right? We'll show you how to do it. This stuff can be very, very simple if you keep it simple, okay? We implement a system for carrying out sales, for finding prospects, for finding people interested, and Mike will be talking about that a little bit later. But you're going to make anywhere from 25 to 45% commissions on all of your retail sales. Example on the screen, if the customer pays, or if the wholesaler, if you pay $83.95 for a product and you sell it at the retail price, $134.95, you earn a $51 profit. Easy as that. Let's move on to the next stage of retail sales. It is called our preferred customer program. If you have someone who wants the products but wants a little discount and is willing to get in on an auto ship, then you would want to send them to this part of our retail compensation plan. When they get 2, The product is paid for them, plus they make a cash bonus on top of it. I have one other thing I want to mention about retail sales. That instantly ageless that's driven so many people to this opportunity. Each box of instantly ageless comes with 50 sachets of product inside of it. And as a wholesaler, as a distributor for Jeunesse Global, you can buy that box for $45. You can turn around and sell each of those individual sachets for $5 a piece. $5 a piece times 50 sachets is $250. $250 off of a $45 investment. We call that part of the compensation plan retail on steroids, because that's a lot of money, that's a lot of product moving. It's really exciting. You can do it. It's quite simple. So next slide. New customer acquisition bonus. Anytime you have someone who wants to join you in this business and you sign them up as a distributor inside of Jeunesse, you are going to get a bonus anywhere from $25 all the way up to $225. I know our slide's a little bit outdated, but that's the price range, okay? You're going to get an immediate kickback. Speaking of immediate kickbacks, you can watch your commissions grow in real time in our back office. Okay, so the moment you make a sale, the moment someone joins your team and you make one of these customer acquisition bonuses, it's going to appear in your back office. So you're going to see that money build in real time, which is really fun. I'll tell you what, that is so much fun. But so that's how the new customer acquisition bonus works. Next slide, team commissions. Okay, this is my favorite part of our compensation plan. When you decide to build a team in Jeunesse and you're building a left leg and a right leg, you're going to see this in the graphic. You're going to see a triangle, and on one side there's going to be a person. On the other side of the triangle, there's going to be another person. That side is what we're calling a leg. Okay, I don't want to get in too much detail about this because it can be rather complicated. I'm going to admit that right up front. But as you can see in the slide, when there's 300 points on one side of the triangle, 600 points on the other side of the triangle, that creates a team commission. Each team commission is $35, and you can make up to 750 team commissions per week, which is $26,000. A lot of money, right? Amazing. If you fail this plan by 90%, you're still making $2,600 a week. That's a lot of money to fail with, right? So there's just a lot of opportunity with that portion of the compensation plan, and the number of points that you can accrue on that left side and the right side goes down to infinity. Okay, so as members that you place on your team grow and start bringing in more members and more members and more members, and that triangle gets longer and longer and deeper, you get paid down those legs to infinity, which is fantastic. Next slide, Jojo. Next is our leadership matching bonus. I'm going to cover a couple of levels here. If you guys could sit really close to the screen for this, like I am, and take a close look at this chart, or actually even better, after we finish up this Google Hangout, whomever sent you to the Hangout, get with them and get all this stuff in writing, because we have PDFs. We have graphics that we can send to you so you can review this in your own time. But essentially, it starts as an associate. You move up to a distributor. Distributor is where you begin. And as a distributor, once you have one person on your left and one person on your right, just like the previous slide, the triangle that we were looking at, you become an executive. That's when you start earning those cycle bonuses we just talked about, $35 a pop. And they add up really quickly. From there, as you continue to build your team, you'll hit Jade Executive, Pearl Executive, and Sapphire Executive. I want to talk to you about Sapphire Executive for a second, because this is a pivotal portion of Jeunesse Global, is becoming a Sapphire Executive. Because as a Sapphire Executive, you're going to make a 20% check match on all of your personally enrolled distributors. That's everybody who you have personally signed up underneath you. And as those people have signed up, they're going to start signing up people underneath them. That's what we'll call a second level, okay? First level is the people who came in under you. Second level is the people who came up under them. Third level is the people who came up under them, and that just goes on and goes on and goes on, right? But as a Sapphire, you're going to make 20% on your first level. You're going to make 15% on your second level and 10% on your third level, which is huge. Most companies don't pay out this much, and this actually goes all the way up to 7 levels deep as you work your way up the compensation plan. So keep that in mind. And remember, as soon as you get in, let's shoot for Sapphire. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed. And it's a goal I like to set for everybody who signs up on the team. So let's go to the next slide, Jojo. Customer acquisition incentives. This is awesome. On top of the work that you're doing in the business, you're going to get a kickback, which is our customer acquisition incentive. Every month when you get 5 customers, they can be wholesale customers, they can be preferred customers with the buy two, it's paid for you program we talked about earlier, or they can be regular, straight up retail customers. Any of those 3, they will count for this portion of the compensation plan, okay? So every time you get 5 customers in a month, you're going to get a 5% override on your first level of distributors. Okay, so instead of 20%, it's going to be 25%. If you get 10 customers in 1 month period, you're going to get a 10% override on all of your first level of distributors. This is huge. Instead of 20%, you make 30%. And I love this part of the compensation plan, especially well, because you get extra pay for the work you're doing anyway, right? It's pretty amazing. Okay, next slide. Diamond bonus pool. I wish I could tell you specifics and numbers about how much money is in this pool, but it's illegal for me to do so. But I'm going to tell you it's a huge chunk of money, okay? But that varies and nothing's guaranteed. I got to qualify myself. Okay, so once you become a diamond in the company, you're going to get to participate in the diamond pool. What this means is 3% of the entire company's commissionable volume. And remember, Jeunesse Global is a company that's set to hit $1 billion in sales this year. So think about 3%. Think about $1 billion. Think about what could potentially happen here with Jeunesse inside of our compensation plan, okay? Anyway, that 3% gets distributed and split up among all of the different diamonds who are in the company, and they get a quarterly check in the mail just for being a diamond, just for doing the work that they love anyway. They get an extra check in the mail. So that's how that part works. Next slide, Jojo. All right, other bonuses. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love this. I love this. There's customer incentives. We just got off of Black Friday weekend. There were tons and tons of customer incentives going crazy all over Facebook. Maybe some of those incentives are what brought you to this Google Hangout tonight. You can win trips. You can get personal training. You can get conferences, and it is a global opportunity. We are working in over 130 countries worldwide, and from my experience here in Jeunesse, I've been on an all-expense-paid trip to Cancun, Mexico. I was on an all-expense-paid trip to Singapore, and we stayed at the most amazing resorts I ever imagined. I've never stayed at places like this that I was treated to just for working my business here in Jeunesse. So that's another really important part of the compensation, and there's a lot of perks that can come along with this position. So really take that into consideration tonight. So Jojo, I think that covers it. Thank you so much for having me on the Hangout tonight. Thank you for letting me talk about the money. I love the money. And I'm sending it back to you, girl.
Thank you, Sharon. And you know what? Who doesn't love the money? Who doesn't love the money? The reality is, folks, that this is an amazing opportunity, and with a company that has a proven track record, a solid foundation, is doing business worldwide, which gives you the opportunity to build your business worldwide, to promote this business worldwide. So whether you're interested in being a customer and using amazing products that promote youth from the inside out, or getting involved in a great business opportunity to build a business from home, maybe a second income, whatever the case may be, Jeunesse can definitely be your home. And to help you market your amazing business opportunity, we have something really special for you here in Team Takeover. We have a marketing system that is exclusive, available only to our team. Fastest growing team in the company, by the way. That's not an opinion, that's documented. We have a marketing system that is designed to help you build your business online and offline. But I'm not going to tell you about that marketing system. I've actually asked the expert, one of the creators of the marketing system, to join us, Mr. Mike Grady. Take it away.
How's it going, Jojo? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me on this Hangout. It's always a pleasure to get on and tell people about the fastest growing team within Jeunesse, Team Takeover, our team. But specifically, I just want to say for a couple of minutes my story. You know, I've been inside of internet marketing, direct sales, network marketing for the last 8 years of my life. And when I first started out, I started out like everybody else. You know, you contact your friends and family. You treat it like for example, if you had a real estate business. If you just started in real estate, you'd probably contact everybody you knew to find out who's buying, who's selling. You'd make a list. But what happens after that? Right? Well, that's where I kind of got stuck back in the day. So I needed to figure out how to use this tool called the internet to generate traffic and generate leads so I could build the list and make more sales that way. So long story short, myself, Vince, and Eric, we created Simple to Advertise years ago, and it was a tremendous success. It was a generic internet marketing system that helped people do exactly what I just said. But what we do now is we're specific to Jeunesse and Team Takeover, and we actually build the business as well. We're Sapphires inside the company, and we're getting up to Sapphire, Elite, and then Ruby, and then Emerald. We will hit Diamond, and one reason we will do it is because of this marketing system. You know, I'm going to share my screen with you for a second so I can just show you how real this stuff is, because it's absolutely crazy. Hold on one second here. All right, can you guys see that?
Yep, sure can, Mike.
Okay, right now I'm in the dashboard. I just logged into the marketing system. As you can see, just today, I've generated 16 leads total. Since we've been in about a year, I've generated 5,400 leads. Now, here's the deal. We've been building this for about a year. With this system, in a year, Team Takeover collectively as a whole, with this system, have generated over 100,000 leads using the system, and the team is built around 30,000 active people. It's pretty impressive, but the thing is, we're just getting started. This is not something that is going to fade away and traffic fades away and then you got to do something else. And no, this is long-term legacy play, and the reason we're going to be able to do this is because we're leveraging the internet in the way that we are. Now, one really cool thing that this system has, I'm not going to show you everything within this system because it would take about an hour just to go through everything. Once you join and you click the link below and you join the team right now, and then you talk to your sponsor and they give you the private link so you can get into the marketing system, you're going to come in, you're going to watch the Getting Started video, and you're going to go through the tutorials that are set up. That's going to make it real simple so you can start turning profit today just by taking action and doing a couple of simple things. But if we go down to the leads section here, because it's all about working leads. See, anybody can generate leads. It's not a big deal. Where the rubber meets the road is what you do with the leads, and this is why within this system we have an integrated social media manager tool. In other words, let me just pick a lead here. There's a lot of leads that came through. We'll go to Robert. And Robert left me his phone number, so I'm going to have to give him a call. And there's Robert's picture. See, what the system did, folks, is it took Robert's email address. He came through, right? And it looked all over the internet to see where Robert was, and you know what? They found him right here on Twitter. So now I'm going to establish a relationship with him on Twitter, build a relationship, provide some value to him, get on the phone with him, try to figure out what he needs and how I can solve his problem. And you know what? It's really as simple as that. There's no need to overcomplicate all this stuff. You know, there's people that are looking for systems all over the world on the internet for like this turnkey automation 100% thing. And folks, I got to tell you, it just doesn't exist. What exists is hard work. What exists is dedication. And what exists is a team that's here to help you do what you have to do. Okay, hope that makes sense, Jojo. Do you have any questions that I could specifically cover? I know we've got a couple of more minutes, but I just want to make sure everybody has their questions answered so they can make an informed decision. So click the link below to join us tonight. I think you're muted, Jojo.
Thank you, Mike. I think one of the things I've noticed that a lot of people do in this industry is pay for all these different things, for the leads, for the autoresponders. Doesn't the TTO marketing system have that all for us in one place?
Absolutely, and that's a huge thing that it's taken us a long time to figure this out, is what traffic sources are good, right? Because there's a million of them out there, and you can spend the rest of your life trying to figure out which ones are good. When you're a part of the system, you get the cut-down version of the best traffic sources we have available, because we're always constantly testing and trying different links and different sources to see what works the best, and what you see in the back office is what's converting very well. We do a lot of traffic co-ops and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to click on the traffic section of the system because it's very privileged information for people that are on the team. It's very, very hardcore information. I just don't want to give it out to everybody. That's why the system, it is exclusive to TTO members. But the traffic sources list, it is second to none, and it can withstand any budget. I don't care if you want to throw $5,000 a month at the thing or $5,000 a day at the thing. It doesn't matter. Whatever your budget is, there's a marketing and advertising resource in the section that can definitely be a benefit to you to help you build your business.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate having you on the Hangout tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really cool to not only be involved in a community and a team like this and have a system like this that's available exclusively to our team, but Cedric and Mike and Vince and the guys that are behind this amazing system are available to help us pretty much around the clock with how we use the system. There's tutorials in it, custom pages that you can make, inserting your own videos, and I know I'm sure having a good time with the system, and so is my team. So, all right, well, that's about it for tonight. I'd just like to ask you one question. Would you remember what it felt like to dream when you were younger, when you were a kid? Do you remember what it felt like what you wanted to do with your life when you got older? And then life kind of took its course, right? Like it does. I know it did for me. And maybe things don't always end up the way that we wanted them to. Wouldn't it be great to be able to dream again, to be able to make some changes in your life? Whether it's to feel and look younger or lose weight, make some money, to make things a little bit different in your house, earn trips, vacations. What about self-growth? I'll tell you, if all I had earned in this industry was the self-growth that I've had, how I've become such a better person through being a part of this, and the amazing friends that I have today all over the world that I met simply from being a part of this business, I would be rich off that alone. The income that I've earned has simply been a bonus, to be honest. It's amazing to be a part of something greater than myself. Could you imagine being a part of something greater than yourself again? What that would feel like to be involved in a community that is supportive, with leaders that are available around the clock to help you not only build your business, but build your person, who you are as a person. Get with the person who shared this with you. Get with them today, because I guarantee you that they shared this with others as well. And getting placed before everybody else has its advantages that you don't want to miss out on. Make sure that if you have any more questions, they get you on the phone with one of their upline leaders so that you can get all of your questions answered and make an informed decision, because we would be really happy to welcome you home to Team Takeover inside of Jeunesse. Thank you all. Have an amazing night.